The United States government has continued to partner with the Zambian government in different fields of human endeavor for many years now. To this effect, American ambassador to Zambia Eric SCHULTZ was in Northern Province to check on some of the projects, particularly in the health sector, which are supported by the U.S. government through USAID and Global Fund. Mr. SCHULTZ toured Kasama General Hospital and was happy to see the fruits of the partnership.
You know, frankly, we're very proud of the partnership that we've established with the Ministry of Health and with the Zambian government in the area of health. In particular, HIV/AIDS. You have 800,000 now, I guess, Zambians who are receiving antiretrovirals, ARVs, free of charge. Every year right now. Those are people whose lives are being saved by this program.
Mr. SCHULTZ also visited one of the drug storage facilities in Mungu district constructed with the help of USAID.
At least now we have got the storage capacity is okay, so at least we are happy, and there is no shortage of drugs because at least the space is big. Whenever they want, they just come here to order the drugs.
And Ministry of Health Permanent Secretary Dr. Peter MWAMBA praised the U.S. government for the assistance given to the people of Zambia. Dr. MWAMBA was particularly happy that the resources being given by the U.S. government to the health sector were being used for the intended purpose.
We want to make sure that all our partners emulate what we have been doing with the United States government, working together, mooting out programs together, with, of course, government being in control, so that we guide the best way to use the resources that we continue to receive from you. So for me, it is just really to thank the American people for being there for us.
Indeed, the generosity of the American people has touched the lives of many Zambians who are beneficiaries from the cordial relationship existing between the governments of the United States of America and Zambia. Reporting for Zanis in Kasama, I'm Raymond Chalata.
Preservation of historical buildings can be a powerful tool in sustaining local economies, creating jobs, and even income generating. One such building in MSANIDE district on the Copperbelt province that has that potential is the Kaflafuta Baptist Church, which was built in 1916 and has turned 100 years old and will soon be declared a national monument.
We are in the process of documenting various old churches that are going to be declared as national monuments. And I can tell you here and now that this church before us today will also be declared as a national monument. The mere fact that it qualifies as ancient heritage implies that it is not just the heritage of the Baptist Church, but it is the heritage of Zambia as a whole.
The Baptist Church gives an insight on the oldest Baptist church in Zambia.
In 1905, we had two missionaries that came in from England. They came and settled in this place. And so what they did was to send for help from South Africa. They received a couple, the Germans, and they also received Clement Dock, and later on his sister, Olive Dock. And those therefore became the initial primary missionaries here. In 1916, they raised the finances to then put up the structure. And in December 1916, that's when it was finally opened for worship.
And the Zambia Baptist Historical Society explains the works they intend to carry out on the building in order to sustain its lifespan.
Where the building is touching the ground, it's really worn out. So what we are going to do is to put a skirting, concrete skirting around the building so that we can prevent any further wearing out.
Indeed, there is need to preserve historical buildings in the country so that their tourism potential can be realized. PENELOPE CHANSA, Zanis News, MSANIDE.
Farming has always been a woman's work, according to most recent estimates. women grow a sustainable amount of food which is eaten by the family. However, they still have less access to knowledge, technology and resources to support their production. In Eastern Province, Care International, a non-governmental organization, is responding to these challenges and is now empowering over 10,000 women through the Nutrition at the Center program being implemented in Chadiza and Lundazi districts. Through the program, women are supported to do gardening by utilizing water from boreholes and other sources.
The objective of the project is basically to improve nutrition outcomes for women and children, and also to reduce anemia and among children that are under 2 years, and also expectant women, because you know probably that these have negative impact on the health and well-being of children and women. Yeah, so far we've seen that we've built the capacity of government staff that we are implementing with, and I think it's also building capacity for government workers to implement these programs even when and this project comes to an end.
The development coordinator also gave an insight on the program.
Growing of vegetables, and also the setting of a borehole should be critical. So that when people they are given a borehole, you see, you have pictures of how poor things and somewhere the runner of water is this direction, so people need to try that. Yes. But you can see the growing of these gardens is because of the borehole, and you can see it's feeding to the vegetables.
Men have also gotten involved as a way of supporting the women.
From a punzrameno abweresa, vine vimene sitima ziva tambopunzi. Komaso wangatithandizeko nkhania vitu kuko vimene viliko, like vatipasa komazi na vine vimene tisowekera mali ya tumaroni kuti mwina tisikhala kwa mapemphero tisipeza kwa chani thandizo na ifeso kuno kumuzi.
Women empowerment is key to achieving sustainable food security at household level. Hence, the initiative by Care International will surely uplift the living standards of these families. Micharo Luwinda for Zanis News in Lundazi District, Eastern Province.
During the service that was characterized by praise and worship, the church thanked government for allowing the clergy to preach the gospel to inmates.
I encourage all inmates to take interest in learning the gospel. The preaching of the gospel, donation of different items is a testimony or indication that you love what you are doing. This is a great way to supplement what government is doing. Our emphasis is on alleviating challenges in the lives of inmates.
The church did not only preach to inmates, but also extended a hand by donating various food and non-food items to the center. And through his representative, Regional Correctional Facilities Commanding Officer Wilson Mbewe thanked the church for the gesture.
You can relay the message to the churches where you are coming from that the correction service, they are very happy that you have found time, even your resources that we share with the inmates who are in prison.
This year's Thanksgiving service was held under the theme, Inmates for a Purpose. Frank Chingambo, Zanis, Ndola. As a consequence of having come in conflict with the law, these inmates found themselves at KASANGA Correctional Facility, where they are serving various sentences aimed at transforming them into better citizens. As they serve their various sentences, the inmates feel society will never accept them as transformed people when they come out. The annual Thanksgiving service at the center could not have come at a better time than this, as inmates use the episode to appeal to society to embrace them once they walk to freedom.
We face various kinds of discrimination. Such that ex-convict they fail to be part of the society and they continue doing what they've been doing, yet they were transformed. But because brothers and sisters, uncles, daddies, mummies, you failed to receive us. So it is my age and my charge to you. If anyone is in Christ, it's a new creation. Everything, the old has passed away, yet he has become a new creation. So the people that you are seeing here, it may be difficult for you to tell that this one is changed. But I encourage you, get closer to them as they get to the society.
It is a ceremony that demonstrates the crossing of the LUAPULA River by tribes that originates from Matayamvu's kingdom in the Democratic Republic of Congo. It is believed that tribes, among them the Bemba and the Lunda of Mwata Kazembe, crossed the LUAPULA River while walking on the shallower water before settling in Zambia. This is what today, after hundreds of years, has assembled people from all walks of life to celebrate this remarkable way of crossing a big river like LUAPULA.
And we start mobilizing human and capital resources to ensure that our ceremonies are richer and richer by the year.
The ceremony has since time immemorial demonstrated how the people in the past worked for the betterment of humanity.
As citizens, we need to treasure our forefathers' attributes if we are to contribute positively to the development and prosperity of this country, Zambia. I wish therefore to invite the National Heritage Conservation Commission to come as soon as possible and do some findings here so that this place could possibly be declared a National Heritage Site. Once this place is declared a National Heritage Site, it will be easy to preserve information and the place for posterity.
The Royal Highnesses, the roads to their palaces actually leaves much to be desired. There was Kasongwa sub-bomber, 1972. Today, it is still a sub-bomber. His Royal Highness wants a bomber.
It is these ceremonies that, if people come together to celebrate their relations, are cemented through bonds that have lived for years. Teddy Marungo reporting for Zanis News at the Chabuka Traditional Ceremony Site in Mansa District in LUAPULA Province.